they want to work for the man, right? That's fine. I work for the man temporarily, right? Because the man is like
God.
No, it's a way of saying, it's an expression. So basically, if you have a job, like I do armed security, that's called working for the man. If you work at a gas station, if you anywhere you can work, that's not your own business. That's like working for the man. So like what we did today, window cleaning. Well, that's not me working for the man. It's working for myself, right?
I was working for the man.
He was working. See, he's got it. Smart kid. He's got it. He was working for the man. And
but you weren't.
Yeah.
You were just making your own business.
That's right. You were working for me, working for the man. Hey everybody, what's going on? Andrew here. I got Matthew and little Andrew with me. If I can figure out my thumb direction. So real quick, just want to tell you a quick story, what we did today and something about last night, and then touch base on a few pointers that I'd like to add in. So first off today, as you know, I have a business. We do window cleaning, roof cleaning, pressure washing, all that fun stuff. Had it for 8 years. Pretty entertaining. The boys have come along with me over the years doing different things. Every other weekend I get Matthew and Andrew. So this is my weekend to have them. Now, I don't like to schedule clients during this weekend because the fact of the matter is every other weekend's the only time I usually ever have off. During the winter it's a little different because of the fact that things die down. So may not have a client scheduled, but for the most part my only days off are every other weekend. So I get about 4 days off every month. I have a regular 9 to 5 job Monday through Friday. Well, technically it's 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, where I do armed security. And then I have my side business. Now, I have since downsized over these last few months, where it's basically just back to me and I have a couple people I can pull from. It was just the strategic move, if anyone was curious, from my other posts of what's been going on with that. Just why not, I'll tell you. But anyways, that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is that the clients that I do schedule are the exception, not the rule, because this is time that I want to spend with my family and enjoy and build memories. However, sometimes, for different situations or circumstances, I might schedule an account. Today, I scheduled an account, and it was a window cleaning account that it was less than an hour. It was about 30 minutes, really. I haven't even really looked at the time frame on it. About 30 minutes, I think, set up and take down, actually doing the job. And then, so just a quick job. And then, what was it, a couple of months ago, we had a gutter cleaning job. I brought the boys out to go do. That obviously took quite a bit longer. But there was some things there, lessons there that I knew that I could teach the boys on. And that's really the point of me telling you this, is that these are opportunities that I can bring them, I can train them on how to do things, but most importantly, I can help build confidence and work ethic in them, and responsibility, right? And communication skills, communicating with the client, working on the software side of it, like how to put the information in, how to receive payment, how to ask for the payment, right? So other factors, quite a bit of factors there in areas that me as a parent, I get to teach my children. So those are really good things that we want to teach our children, and great opportunities to take advantage of for us. Plus, there's some highlights. Like for instance, Matthew, what was a couple of highlights for you for today's job?
Getting the pumper set up, turning it on, turning it off, a lot of it, putting the wire connection, taking it off when it was wet, but I had to do the other side so then nobody gets electrocuted.
That's right. And I didn't have to say nothing about that. He went to go unplug it. This was after the water was turned off, but there can still be some water. And he was like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna do this one. Let me go do where the power source is at the outlet, unplug that first. That's a smart move. That's good, because we want to remove the power source to essentially remove the electricity running. So, you know, any chances, remove that. And then we had a great client, right? I've had this client for like 5 years. Her and her husband, wonderful. I don't think her husband was there today. Didn't see him today, but his name's also Andrew, which is so funny. I told her, it's like, oh, it's surrounded by Andrews today. And so got to meet great people, provide great services, and you got to do some window cleaning today. First time doing that, at least with the water fed pole, right? What was that? Was that challenging at all?
Yes.
A little challenging, but you got it done, right? Knuckles on that big time. That was great. So we got to get some hands-on, get some experience, And one of the beautiful things about that, obviously we're building memories. So this is something that they will always be able to look back on. Like, hey, he can be like, hey, Andrew, remember? Or Andrew can be like, hey, Matthew, remember? Daddy brought us out to do this. And we met those people and we did this, so on and so forth. And plus, I pay them for their time. They're at the age where it's kind of like how we would treat like chores or something. I don't really like paying for chores because that's different, right? That's a different dynamic. You just have things you have to do. But when we go out and do a job like the gutter cleaning, they got paid for that. With the window cleaning, they got paid for that. And then we get to talk about like saving money or spending money. Friend, are you gonna save your money or spend your money this time?
Save it.
You're gonna save yours or spend yours?
Save it.
Save, nice. Last time
We spent it.
They spent it, so.
But I still have a little bit of money left over.
Still got some in there. We do. Yes, sir.
How much do I have left?
I think it was like $2 and some change each. It might be under $2, but I think it's just over $2. But we still got it. I got it stashed back for you. So we're gonna add that to the fund today for their savings, so they can keep doing that. Anyways, had a great experience, great client, got paid, right? Got to see Grandma for a little bit, so it's been a pretty good day so far, right? Pretty good day so far. All right. Now, great points on there, great things, great lessons. Even, another thing I want to mention is that Matthew's scared of heights, right? I'm scared of heights. It's pretty normal. He's not. So he says he's not. On the gutter cleaning job, we got up on a roof. Now, mind you, I only let them on the flat surface that had no pitch. They were not allowed to get on the pitch. And unlike me, when I started doing this, I founded my business. Nobody's helped me through this in the process of, I can't really say anyone's helped me, but no one's really been on the job to train me or help me, right? So the environment could be not very safe at times. I'd be very careful, very thoughtful. Still, we be very careful. We are very careful and thoughtful. But when they're with me, it's a safe environment because I can contain the environment and I can be there and guide them and watch them along, right? And guide them along that process. But this helps going to the confidence, instilling confidence and overcoming fears. When I first started, I've told Matthew and Andrew this, I'd be scared to get on a ladder. Now, there's a little bit of a different dynamic with a ladder because there's, you could slide the wrong way, it shakes a little bit, but still scared of heights. And then getting on a ladder, when I get into that third step, I remember shaking. My second client that I ever had, they were actually right next door to each other for my first one and my second one. And being on that third little rung there, third step, and being shaky. I remember going up to, 16 feet and being really scared. But now you've seen my stories, you've seen my posts, more than likely. If you haven't, I've been on lifts up to 50 feet in the air. I've done that multiple times. And with each time, I'm not worried about it. I get less now, still cautious, still careful, still wear the harness. I still take precautionary steps, keep myself as safe as possible, and be careful and mindful. But I keep getting higher and higher, right? So I keep overcoming that fear, and that's something I've always loved about this job. There's so many different aspects, like meeting people, seeing the sceneries, the homes, all these different aspects of it. But that's one of the things that I hold very high. That's been a wonderful experience for me, is accomplishing these fears, overcoming these fears rather, and then being able to help them do that too in a safe environment. Again, where I'm there and I'm guiding them. That's a wonderful thing that I can give to them, especially at a young age. Matthew's 9, Andrew's 6, Matthew will be 10 in less than a month. That's super exciting. But anyway, so we've had a great morning, get some great experiences. Getting to the part of this story is last night. Last night, I knew that I was wanting to ask Matthew a question, and even Andrew, but a little more so Matthew's a little older, right? And I wanted to ask him a question, which I'll tell you in a moment, because I was wanting to use it as an opportunity, a teaching opportunity, to expand on that and kind of like open his mind up some more and see it from different perspectives. And he really surprised me on his answers. So the question was, what would you do if I gave you $100,000?
And that was, I was going to give $50 to a poor man.
I'm going to help him with the questions. And there was a second thing.
The second thing was helping the environment.
Yep.
And keeping the world safe and healthy. And
what was the third thing?
And the very third thing is buy some items that are cheap or not cheat, and make a business and sell it.
Yes, so awesome. So last night when I asked him, I said, Matthew, if I gave you $100,000, what would you do with it? And now I have to be honest here. Let me be transparent with y'all. I was a little worried because when he first started saying I would find somebody who didn't have a home, who was homeless, didn't have anything, in my mind, I didn't say it out loud because I was being patient, just waiting to hear what he'd say. I thought he was gonna say he was gonna give it all to him, and I was like, oh my goodness, no, that's not where we want to go. But it's a teachable moment. We can talk about why we don't want to do that. But he didn't go there. He said exactly what he said just now. He said I would give them $50. And then the second thing he said that he would help the environment. Now, the reason why I was kind of like trying to tell him the answer was because we tried recording this a little bit ago. And anyways, Andrew was being funny and showing his belly. And I had to stop and have a conversation and say, look, one of my jobs is to protect you. I don't really want to post this video with you guys in it. So I'm a little leery about posting stuff like that. But I'm definitely not going to post it if you raise your shirt, because one of my jobs, and I was explaining to Andrew, I said, yes, I'm having a serious tone, but I want you to know I love you and I respect you. And one of my jobs, my main job, is to protect you. And so in order to do that, we can't be raising our shirt up, right? And I kind of lightly at his age level explained that to him, why we don't do that. But anyways, so we, in the last recording, Matthew kind of was getting sporadic with what he was saying and mixing up what he had said. So just to kind of keep this as short as possible, because it's already going to be a long video, kind of gave him that, this is what you said, remember? So anyways, back to that. Matthew was telling me that he was going to give $50 to someone who was in need. Then he said he was going to help with the environment. And then he said he was going to start a business. Right? Now he said he didn't quite say it like that on the business thing. He was saying it like he would go buy items and then sell that. He would buy items for his job and sell it, and that kind of confused me. So when we were kind of dissecting each one of those, trying to figure out what he was saying, I said, you're saying you'd create a business? Because that's what it sounds like. He said, yes. So when he said all those things, that really brought a wow moment to me and a proud moment to me, because first off, either he's just learned this by himself or he's picked these things up, which either which way, I'm very proud of. Whether he's learned it from me, or his mama, or whoever, or he's just picked him. Well, thanks, thanks, man. That's great, because this is some things I'm trying to teach them. What I feel like is a huge responsibility of mine, among the many roles and responsibilities we have, right, as parents for our children, like protecting our children, is to also be that teacher and that guide to them. You can make money doing just about anything in this world. I mean, you go on YouTube and find anything, like fixing up cars and selling them, right? Flip.
Or destroying them.
You could destroy them, right? You can scrap them, make money that way. You can make money painting. You can make money designing your own products.
You should watch Cletus video on YouTube. He's on there.
Cletus? I'll check that out.
Cletus Squirrel.
Does Dave watch that? Yes.
Well, not anymore, but Sean does.
Sean? Nice. So that's his mama's boyfriend and also kiddos. And they're big on cars. So got a shop, Volkswagen. If you got a Volkswagen Bug, you need to hit me up and we'll send you over to him, because he does a great job on them. So anyways, my point on that, again, you can make money in so many different ways. It's not easy, but it's simple, right? Especially in today's time, it's so simple to make money. And it's so simple to make the processes and put the pieces together. Today's time, the tools are there, right? So one of our big responsibilities that I feel is to help these young men, these boys who are going to become men very soon, understand how to use their mind and how to use their imagination, and then guide them on showing them the steps and how to create the plans to then go and make it into something that's tangible, where they can sell a product or service, and then in turn get paid for that product or service, that value that they provide, and receive money from that. If they want to work for the man, right, that's fine. I work for the man temporarily, right? Because the man is like
God.
No, it's a way of saying, it's an expression. So basically, if you have a job, like I do armed security, that's called working for the man. If you work at a gas station, anywhere you can work that's not your own business, that's like working for the man. So like what we did today, window cleaning, well, that's not me working for the man, it's working for myself, right? Arms.
I was working for the man.
He was working. See, he's got it. Smart kid. He's got it. He was working for the man. And
But you weren't.
yeah.
You were just making your own business.
That's right. You were working for me, working for the man. But this is a family thing. So it's really, we're helping build our legacy up, right? Our thing up. And then, I got my mindset coaching. And so I showed them that too last night. But anyways, getting off topic a little bit. The main point is that when talking to them about like giving money to help out other people, yes, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. We want to do that. And that's something that stood out to me was Matthew's heart. The first thing he said he would do $100,000. It wasn't to go buy a Lamborghini. You love Lamborghinis? Maybe not so much anymore. What's your favorite car now? Corvette. That was gonna be my second guess. So
mostly a VW.
Okay, so there's a little influence there, and that's cool. That's all right. VWs are cool. Hey, that's what you like. That's what you like, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't his first reply. Y'all, are you catching this? His first reply, his first thing was, "I'm gonna give somebody who needs help." Proud dad moment. Am I right? And then his second thing still wasn't a selfish thing. Still wasn't, now I'm going to go buy me that VW. Now I'm going to go buy that cool house or whatever. It was still a selfless act. I'm going to now go help on a larger scale and give money to the environment, help out with the environment, which helps all of us out, right? Again, proud dad moment hearing this. I mean, just like my heart just swelled up when I was listening to him talk. And then, love you, dude. And then it was about an investment. So again, still not, I'm going to go buy something for myself in the sense of something that's just an asset that's just going to cost you money and fade away, right? Like a car. Depreciation. It's going to be something that's going to bring him more money, which was the whole point of me bringing up why I brought up the question of what would you do if I gave you $100,000? It was to lead into how to utilize that money to then make you more money, right? And he was on point on all of it. And a point on giving money to somebody is this. You don't want to give too much away because there's an old saying, when we all have brick piles to build our home, right? We have one, and then other people have one, whether it's people we know, love, trust, or strangers. Everyone's building their own home, right? If we keep giving our bricks away so others can build their home, one day we're going to look around at all these beautiful homes and we're going to turn to our brick pile and realize we don't have enough to continue finishing building our own home. The moral of that story is that, and even the Bible teaches this, you have to plow your own fields before you can help someone else. You have to build your own home before you can help other people. It's not about being selfish. It's about becoming stable, right? You become financially stable, you become secure, and then you can start helping other people. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't times you can't help out. Even if you're not at that place yet that you want to be, you can still give a little bit here and there. There's nothing wrong with that. By all means, do that. And if you're called to do it, do it. Just be mindful of the level that you do. Don't put yourself in a bind. And that was the point, the first point I was making to Matthew and Andrew, talking to them about that. Proud that he has that heart. Keep that heart, Matthew. Help out. But like he said, you had $100,000, right? I don't know the math on that, but like fractions of a penny to a dollar comparison, give a small amount, right, to help out. Even with the environment, giving to a charity, give a small amount to help out. But focus on the main thing, and that is turning that money into an investment that'll make you more money. $100,000, if you're a single person, right? $100,000, you can live comfortably for 2 years, give or take, depending on the situation, the place, and etc. But if you're in the middle of Arkansas in the woods, 2 years you can live pretty comfortably off $100,000. But at the end of 2 years, you got any money left?
Not really. I only got $1.
Right. So at the end of 2 years, if money's gone, what are you gonna do, right? You'd be lucky to just win the lottery, right? So basically, you take that $100,000, and like Matthew said on his third point, is you invest it. And that was, again, my point of trying to get to, was show him and teach them how to make those investments. And that's another reason why bringing them to these jobs is important, because I can start training them on those things, start training them and showing them this is how you run a business, this is how you do this, the work ethic, the self-discipline, the self-motivation, the confidence, and then how to handle the money, like with saving their money. And then even though they're going to spend it on something at some time, that's still a learning process that they get to go through at a young age. So by the time they become young adults, hopefully they might not have $100,000 to give them, but 10, 20, 30, $50,000 I can give them when they get to 18, right? 21, whatever the situation is. I know, and I'll be confident that when I give it to them, they're going to make sound judgments, right? Sound decisions, wise decisions, because of what I'm doing today that'll help set them up for their future, the foundation that I'm laying for them right now. So, responsibility. I'm not going to tell you what your responsibilities are as a parent. I can only tell you my own truth, because my own truth is the only truth of which I know, so it's the only truth I speak on, right? One of my responsibilities is to do what I'm doing right now. Bring them on some of these jobs every once in a while. Show them what it's like to make money, to build that self-confidence, right? And that work ethic. Teach them about money, teach them about investments, and teach them about how to save, and then turn that money into making more money. So far, it sounds like doing a pretty good job. Getting it, man. Getting it. Andrew is back here. He's listening. He's all over the place, but sorry, he's getting it too. He'll be there. These messy boys with candy on their faces.
What?
Well, you got some stuff right there. He's got sugar on his face. Saw Grandma earlier, and she just had to work today, unfortunately. We'll probably see her tomorrow, but saw her real quick, kind of highlight her day, and she bought him some
pray
sweets.
Jesus. Amen.
Pray to Jesus. Yeah, keep
Pray
Jesus.
God.
Keep Jesus. Oh, and that's the other point. Last point. Money. Talking about money. Is money king?
No.
No! God,
It helps
us.
God and Jesus is king. Amen to that. But it helps us, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Helps us get food. Help us get our bills checked. Help us get a car and keep it running, so then you don't have to keep paying for it. And if you
Right.
didn't, so like you pay for it, you don't have enough money and you can't get it. Your car's gone, and you only have a $50 bond. You could still get a car, but if there's a $50 car, you could still fix it. And yeah, buy it, and you could get a fixed car.
All right. So,
So
whatever this $50 car is at. So, money helps you. I mean, you already know this, y'all. But but I'm showing to you as a parent, like with conversations we're having in our household, right? That money's not king. For us, Jesus is king. God's the Father. God's the God, right? But money, does money control us?
No!
God and Jesus doesn't either.
But do
We do.
we control the money, right? Money makes life easier, right? Simpler. It may not make life easier, but it makes it to where when we have those challenges, we can solve them faster, right?
Yeah.
More times than not. If your car, like the car situation, if the car breaks down, you don't have money to fix it, that escalates the problem, right? I mean, you know this. If the car breaks down, you have the money to fix it, you fix it. Put it in the shop, you get your rental, etc. You
Boom.
make it happen. So it's important to have the money. And again, talking about the money, showing them the ways to make the money, right? Utilizing those avenues and having those dreams, and then creating the plans on all these steps that go into this, from the idea to the result of giving the value, and then getting the money from the value you provide. These are all things that we can teach our children, that we're teaching our children here on this side of it, and that they're learning, and then letting them know that, of course, we rule over the money. It doesn't rule over us, but it does make life a little easier and allows us to enjoy life a little bit more. So, all right, hopefully all that makes sense. You guys got any final words for the viewers?
Well, yes. Stay safe. Keep your
And
kids
never
safe.
ever.
And
Amen.
tell them the story. And
Never
show them
ever
this
get a
video
no.
right now. If you're watching this, show your kids now.
That's cute. All right, guys. Much respect. We're going to go enjoy the rest of our day. We're going to do some leaf blowing, right? Play with the backpack leaf blower, and then clean up a little bit, and then just hang out. Probably find some good movies. Want to find another scary Christmas movie?
Yes.
Have a great day, guys. Enjoy your Saturday.
Bye.